So, the life of an MSer. You'd think that we'd be up all night long, dancing and jigging around, but unfortunately this is not the case for me. It is 25 to 8 now, and I have been upstairs for over an hour. I need my bed and to become horizontal by approximately 6:30 on an evening, just so that my circulation gets going again. I think you'll have all seen my feet by now. I will post a picture afterwards, purely because they are dead. I have mats that vibrate to try and get the circulation going, one of which my dad bought, and he was a paraplegic, and I'm not sure that does anything, if I'm honest, but I use it nonetheless. And I also have like one that has like, it looks like kind of like concave, like tube type holes for my legs to fit it within, to get the circulation going in my legs. And then if I put my feet down, I can put my feet in it as well and do the vibration that way as well. But again, I'm not quite sure how much that is helping either. Today I woke up and I was able to stand up for the first time in weeks after a collision with a car causing friction burn to my right knee, and I was so close to getting into the bathroom to get myself dressed. I have to get dressed sat on the toilet because that is literally the safest place for me to do so. However, I haven't been able to do that for weeks now because of my knee, and I literally was stood up, I was doing it, and I was so hopeful, and then I went over on my ankle, and that were me in a heap on the floor. And then I had to drag myself around my bed, trying to avoid ripping off my dressing on my knee for the millionth time. And when I got to the top of the stairs, I actually took a picture of my knee and I sent it to Dave, my husband, and it is just ridiculous, the amount of dog hair that was on our carpet. It had literally attached itself to my knee. It was kind of like, tell me you have a dog without telling me or showing me you have a dog. So I'll post that as well at some point. But yeah, life of an MSer is not all fun and games, which I'm sure over the last few weeks you've kind of followed and gathered this. But it is just a pile of crap. There's no other words for it. I have to sleep on my front because I can't sleep on my back anymore, and it's comfortable. Since injuring my knee, my right leg just consistently bends, and then I wake up with cramps in my hips and my knees, and I have to take the highest dose of cocodamol because, you know, just for the fun of it, I've got arthritis in both of my hips and in my right knee at the moment for definite, but I'm not sure about the left knee. No doubt that'll catch up at some point as well. It's just not fun at all. So if anybody would like MS, you are more than welcome to have it from me. So yeah, let us on a postcard and just let me know, and I will pass it straight over in a flash. But no, on a serious note, the whole not all disabilities are visible malarkey, mine didn't used to be visible, and when I first got my disabled badge I felt like a total fraud. But by the time I'd walked around a shop, I didn't feel like a fraud because I could hardly walk by the time I got back to my car. And now I can't even drive, let alone walk. That's just a pipe dream now. So if you can walk, if you can dance, if you can jig around and you're an able-bodied person, make the most of it, because one day you might wake up and you might not be able to anymore. And trust me, it is rubbish if or when, hopefully never, it happens to you, because up until being probably, well, I'd say 30 for definite, I looked able-bodied. You wouldn't really have known any difference. And then it's just all gone downhill since then. But I am still here. I still put up, I still shut up, and I still crack on. And there are 4 main people that I do that for, but probably 2 overall, and that's my boys. They are my world, and without them I probably wouldn't be here anymore. But not being able to run around and chase them and play games and things when they were younger, it's heartbreaking. It really is. And that's one of the worst things about MS, I'd say. It robs you of experiences, not just robbing me, it's robbed my children as well. There's people out there and I watch them running around with the kids and I could literally cry because I wish I could do that. And there's people going out to nightclubs even at the ripe old age of 42. No, I'm 42 now and I can't stand up anymore. I'm completely wheelchair bound now, and for me to be able to dance, it used to be I'd be absolutely fine and dandy. And when I was younger, I used to do ballet, tap, modern, character, national, all of the competitions. And then now I struggle to stand up, let alone dance. I'd say probably early 30s-ish. If I'd done a lot of walking around, usually with a walking stick or a walking frame, I would have to dance like leant against a wall, if that makes sense. It wasn't the best, but now I can't even do that. So make the most of the things that you've got in life. You don't see them as a gift, but trust me, they really, really are. So if you've got young kids, toddlers, like primary school kids, even going into adulthood, play the games with them that you can, run around with them whilst you can, play catch, play chase, play tig, do all the things that you can, because those that can't, they will just smile and sit back and take a look at you and just smile, because they wish that they could do that, and not being able to do that, for me, yes, it's heartbreaking, but I would love to watch people doing it still and think, oh God, I wish I could do that in my head. But I'd just be pleased that somebody else can. So yeah, just make the most of your life whilst you've got it, because things can be snatched away from you as quick as they're given, they can be snatched away. Take care, everybody. Night night.